weapons. I believe we have a deputy, McWell here.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Go ahead when you're ready, McWell.
Thank you.
Hear you loud and clear. Go right ahead.
Dear board members, and good morning. COVID-19 has had many victims. We lost relatives. We lost friends. I dedicate my deputation for my friend that I lost, Derek Soberall. First, I'm combining my two deputations, items number 7 and number 28, for the record, for the sake of time. This is Miguel Avila from Region Park on the phone. I have disabilities, and one is mental illness. I am using this technology to speak on this item of great importance for the community. Taser sometimes kills people, although your report points out that no one has died in 2019 according to page 25 of the report. As you know, Mr. Hart, Mr. Mayor, and City Councilors at City Hall, we always rely heavily on our civil servants and expensive consultants to give us their opinion, professionals. And I know that we listen to the experts, so let the experts help to make improvements, Mr. Mayor. You always say that at City Council. We need an enhanced mobile crisis intervention team. We need funds to hire nurses with experience with people in crisis. That is my first recommendation to the board. I have spoken in previous years when Mr. Alok Mukherjee was the chair of the board. It is because of those deputations from the public and myself included, we spoke on the use of CEWs and other de-escalation techniques that in the incorporation of the mobile crisis units and advisory groups. I guess next quarterly report, Mr. Saunders will have to bring to the board what occurred last March 19, 2020. Mr. Saunders was a true social warrior since 2020. He was a good friend of mine. He had many friends and lives were touched because of his uniqueness. He left behind a wife and kids. He died on the city streets on March 19, 2020 after being tasered by Toronto police officers. On April 15, 2020, of course, the SIU already cleared Toronto police in the death of my friend. Of course, you know there will be legal action coming up. Has anyone in the microphone right now speaking directly to Mr. Hart and all the members, have you ever been tasered? Because that will give you a living experience knowledge, the feeling of receiving 40,000 bolts in your body. But I know we have advisory bodies, and we have people with living experiences, and perhaps some of them, they have been tasered in the past. And that's why we are activists somehow. Page 4 on the use of CEWs, it seems that the demonstrated force presence seems to be the most powerful way to take control of crisis. They're serious, but you have to be compassionate when you use your CEWs. You have other alternatives for the escalation. They include impact weapons, physical control, OC spray, and firearms used as a display of lethal force. I even brought one day to the police shield, a prop from a movie set to show you how you can de-escalate situations using a shield. However, in a previous meeting, the police officers association, they said no, we don't want to have them in our cars. So, as always, there's always financial implications. In the report, it doesn't say it, but look, we need to move forward in a post-COVID-19 world that we need to save people's lives. Today's conversation should be around the mobile crisis unit and how we can make it more effective. We know there are systemic barriers for the enhancing of the program. It is about money. So, in view of that, we need to ask the funding from the province, because this year alone, last year there were 30,000 calls for service involved people with mental crisis. And I know in the last 4 months, we have that rate increased because of the huge demands on people facing crisis due to COVID-19. So I look forward for the report to come up in 2021 when we evaluate the usefulness of the CEWs. I want to ask you, that is my hope, that at the outcome of this meeting, something can be done to improve the way we deal also with dogs. I have spoken on this matter too as well, you know it, when police officers had shot and killed animals, wildlife in the city of Toronto. I ask you, please, use the service of experts, in this case the Serious Animal Service. Don't taser dogs, for God's sakes. I'm an animal lover and I feel concerned. I feel real concerned about that.
Thank you, Miguel. Your time's up. Thank you very much for your deputation. I appreciate it.
I will send in my written deputation, by the way. I will send it to you written.
Hearing none. Ms. Chandra, Sarah, I believe you have questions of the service?